in COVID, businesses were shut down for a while in the country, right? So does it affect the startup that you have in some or another way?
Yeah, see, the pandemic made everyone realize what is mobility and scalability, even during those times of disconnect. So startups that were dependent on large workforces or field workforces, were greatly affected. But those who had their digital infrastructure in place were better off.
Hi, Joseph. How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Amazing and great, great, great. So, we welcome you to the session. And before we get into the session, let me set the context and the pace of the discussion today, right? So, today we
Yes.
have Dr. Joseph, who is founder at ITK Education Services. Now, before we get into the set of questions and really get to know more about what you do, and I would like to know more about yourself, your educational background, and what you have done before establishing or before venturing into your startup.
Right, thank you. I'm a technocrat with close to 3 decades of diverse work experience in the professional skills training, HR temping and staffing, IT consulting, and automation development. I'm an alumni of a PhD group of institutions, Coimbatore, and I completed my Bachelor's of Science in Electronics. I also have multiple diplomas in HR management, business leadership, and data sciences. And I'm a certified Zoho Creator Developer Associate and Green Belt Lean Six Sigma. And I recently received my honorary doctorate in business administration from Bharat Virtual University for Peace and Education. And I founded ITK Education Services in the year 2012. So prior to that, I had been working for companies who have been leaders in the skills training vertical, like Radiant Software in Chennai and Teamlease IIJT in Bangalore. So I have a demonstrated experience in handling business development, sales, and marketing in franchisee and partner operations. And I was handling pan-India operations at that time. And my overall career span is about 26 years. And I'm a big proponent of employability and entrepreneurship opportunity creation, and working closely with the apex industrial and academic organizations, promoting Skill India and Make in India initiatives. So this is about myself and my company.
That's quite interesting, Joseph. So, quite a diverse experience you have to your credit, right? And congratulations on your doctorate. Uh,
Thank you.
that's quite interesting. Impressive, impressive, right? So, now let me start with the question that when did you realize that there's a need for such a product in the market, and when did you launch this in the market? I think you launched in 2012 that you mentioned, but can you just give a background about how you got into as what was the trigger point that you felt, okay, no, this is where I need to develop something and improvise this process.
Surely, surely. So, so I have been working in the corporate industry for quite some time then, and I realized that okay, I think why don't we try out the the entrepreneurship. So, roti, kapada, or makan, food, clothing, and shelter. So this has been a this has been for a long time the modest aspiration of every average Indian, maybe up to the last decade or so. But however, our lives in this 21st century has advanced, so much that technology has become the main aspiration, and the rest is all a subset of that technology expertise that one can possess, and that gives you access to food, clothing, and shelter, right? So at the time of founding this company, I had already been in the training vertical for almost a decade and a half, and I had been interacting with students, institutions, and many learning aspirants like the working professionals who are looking to better their careers by shifting to the IT sectors. There was a lot of statistics that were thrown at that time by leading market analysts on the importance of curriculum, communication, and industry relevant skills, because we could see that the employability quotient of the graduating youth was not what was expected by the hiring company. So there was a huge supply to demand gap there. I observed that whether you are an urban or a rural Indian, we were at a different digital divide within the divide. Meaning we were being exposed to technology at our hands via mobile phones, laptops, internet, or virtual reality games. And we were good users of technology, but not good creators of technology. So we were using technology created outside India most of the time. So I observed that cloud technology and automation was becoming more mainstream, and web mobile applications was picking up in a very fast pace. And at the same time, there was a huge skill demand gap across all sectors, and especially in the IT sector. So I had the opportunity at the time to interact with the Zoho team in 2016. And after using the Zoho Creator low code platform myself, I realized how easy and achievable it was for someone like me to build an application from scratch using the Zoho Creator platform, or the low code cloud platform, as you could term it. So at that moment, I realized that to reduce this digital divide, Zoho Creator low code platform was the best option to enable citizen development, making the users of technology to also become makers of technology, meaning creators, right? So this actually inspired me to create the opportunity to formulate a skills training program on the Zoho Creator low code application building, so that practical knowledge can be given to the graduating students, and also the unemployed youth, and also the working professionals, who were not able to scale up in their careers and who are wanting to come into the IT sector, and have an increased employability, and also open to entrepreneurship opportunities. So there was a large possibility to become an entrepreneur yourself. And Zoho created specifically the low code application development platform, was able to create even the non-developer community to enter into the developer community. So I formulated the training programs that merge the digital divide, so that the users of technology also become creators of technology. So today, our startup has impacted over 1 lakh students, and we have empowered many to become citizen developers and creators of new applications.
That's quite interesting to get, Joseph. So I think that positively impacted 1 lakh students. That's quite impressive. So can you give an overview of the industry size and what are the market dynamics that come into the play when we talk about this industry, and how the industry has evolved in past couple of years?
Yeah. Okay. So ITK's business line includes professional skills training, business process automations, and building cloud ERP solutions as products. Okay. So in 2016, we signed our MOU with Zoho for becoming their official partner in training for their technology platform, Creator, and the CRM and other products. And so that we could provide the business automation solutions on the Zoho's suite of products. Okay, so we had a lot of interactions with the industry verticals, especially the academic institutions. By 2017 to 18, we had a lot of ground covered in terms of creating a talent pool of technology-enabled graduates, around 4,000 engineering graduates who were adept in low-code app building on Zoho Creator platform. And we were also in the space of business process automation, creating digital transformation for many SMEs using Zoho platform. So we identified that many institutions were struggling in the business process management or the BPM initiatives and automation goals due to the lack of right technology and the huge costs in maintaining the old technology. Okay, so at this point we decided to build an ERP for the education sector. And this ERP would go to offer solutions to academic institutions to achieve their automation easily, by migrating from the high cost on-premise IT infrastructure to a low cost cloud infrastructure. After lots of R&D, we completed the development of ASMA education ERP. ASMA basically stands for Academic Cloud Education Management Application. So this product was launched at the end of 2018 at Zoho's Chennai office through an Industry Institute interaction program. And at the same time, we were also involved in reaching out to the automotive sector in their digital transformation journey. We worked closely with Zoho on the new CRM-based application called as Auto Garage CRM. Again here in this product, after extensive R&D, we released the AGCRM product in 2018 as a vertical solution to the automotive after sales market, meaning the service industry. So we are now constantly adding up new functions into these two products, the education ERP product ASMA and the Auto Garage CRM product. And I think our user base has been slowly increasing across the geographies.
Amazing. That's amazing. Right. So, in COVID, businesses were shut down for a while in the country, right? So, does it affect the startup that you have in some or another way? If you can shed some light over there.
Yeah, see, the pandemic made everyone realize what is mobility and scalability, even during those times of disconnect. So startups that were dependent on large workforces or field workforces, were greatly affected. But those who had their digital infrastructure in place were better off. So for ITK, we were able to overcome challenges as we were digital ready from day one. So we were born on cloud basically. So we were able to have that infrastructure in place, and of course we never knew that that there would be a situation like that. But then it really fueled the spurt of the cloud adoption across different sectors. People hitherto who were not so warming up to the cloud realize that that's the only option that they have. We had probably you would have seen that the schools were connecting with the students and parents via WhatsApp, and and a lot of things were going on there. So we had the opportunity to help many SMEs and individuals in their automation goals on Zoho platform, and during the pandemic itself, and they were enabled in overcoming their business operational challenges during the pandemic itself. And we also had the opportunity to continue our training delivery via the online resources that we have in the Zoho ecosystem, but thereby connecting to all the students. And we never felt disconnected. So we were all the time doing a lot of webinars and seminars, and continuing with our training programs, which greatly helped the institutions to keep their flock together also, even during that pandemic.
Correct. So I'm curious to know more about the products and services that you offer, and what really makes you unique in the market, probably from your competitors who are out.
So our product basket and services basket, includes in terms of the services, we have the student developer certification, on Zoho Creator, specifically aimed, at the student community and the working professional community who want to shift into the IT sector, the coding sector, or in the low code as such. Then we have the cybersecurity certification in association with Quick Heal USA, and we deliver those programs at many colleges, across India. Then we have the entrepreneurship development program, which helps someone to get to know the IT business as such, imbibe the technology, know the technology, then become adept in using it and creating products, and then rolling it out as a successful startup. So that's another training program that we are running. Then in terms of services, again, then we have the business process automation and solutions, to individuals and industries on the Zoho platform. Our product lines include, the sales of, the business software applications, such as the ACE My Education ERP and the Auto Garage CRM product as such. So to dwell more on each of these, certification programs and products, I think these student developer certification, Zoho Creator, I think, about the technology itself, it's a drag and drop rapid application development. Even you probably would have encountered in building a small website yourself, or you can go ahead with that knowledge and still complete to create and build an application itself and publish it within your ecosystem, so that you become a citizen developer yourself, where the IT department is not involved at all in the process of giving you an application that suits your work challenge, right? So we are creating that capability, and I think there were a lot of students whom we have impacted in all these programs and in these products.
Amazing. Interesting. Right. So, what are the plans for future? How are you planning to expand the operation? Right. I'm sure you might have a roadmap, 3 years, probably 5 year roadmap ahead in front of you. If you can shed some light over there, it'd be great.
Yeah, so we are in the professional skills training, IT consulting, development, and implementation space, right? And we also have two robust products that we have already rolled out. So what we aim is to make more students employable, and help them take up entrepreneurship. Because I feel that we are moving towards that era of entrepreneurship. So it makes sense, to get into that and get to know the know-how and the technical expertise. So we want to create, and we are also aiming to create the necessary digital transformation, for those who are yet to start their adoption, and to empower them to grow through technology as such. And we have the opportunity to expand to multiple locations inside and outside India currently. We are exploring our options on the same, given that remote management is the order of the day. So from anywhere you connect with anyone, anywhere. So we it is just, it is on the grill.
Interesting. Right. Right, Joseph. I'm sure you might have interacted with a lot of your customers and probably students as well who might have taken or benefited from the courses, right, or services that you have offered, right? So, how has your customer experience been like, and what are the challenges that you have faced so far? If you can elaborate on how you overcame them.
Yes, definitely. See, some of our customers were early adopters of cloud technology, so it was easy for us to relate our products and services to them. And overall, I think we had wonderful experience, in dealing with all our customers, and having impacted many thousands of students, individuals, and organizations in the Zoho Cloud Technologies. We are still traveling closely with all our customers. That's the most exciting part. From the day one, whoever the customer is, we are still interacting with them, and we are helping them in all the scalability initiatives that they want to do. And for students, those who are completed are already on the jobs, and we still take their expertise, wherever needed, to help someone, who's already an undergraduate, to mentor him, or help him in some application building or app invention. So I think that is what we have seen in terms of the experience. In terms of the challenges, yeah, I would categorize these challenges, vis-a-vis the two business lines, the skills training and the automation side. Earlier, the challenge of cloud security, that was a big concern for our target customers, like, the institutions or the individuals or the companies. People were wondering where my data is, how secure it is. And, you can't keep, throwing, certifications of security to them, they wouldn't understand. So we were trying to, at that time, we were doing a lot of education, on the cloud security before selling the product itself, before selling our service itself. So I think that was a bit of a challenge, but then we overcame that, by easily, by demonstrating what is the cloud, and and by interacting with the students through a lot of webinars and seminars, and tech talk and all those things, so they were able to see that. And we used to have these live demonstrations, inside the campuses, where we call the volunteers, the students, involve them in building an application quickly in 5 minutes or 10 minutes or in half an hour, depending on the popular choice of what they want to know. We throw the ball to them and tell them what you want to automate today. So the students come out with some innovative or crazy idea. We try to ideate, research, and then quickly create an application during that workshop. So that was how we overcame the challenge there, and they understood that that's the way forward. And also we supported the institutions in providing a lot of apprenticeships, internships, and pre-placements. And we also conducted a lot of coding contests, so that they are able to showcase and showcase their skills to the hiring companies. We grouped a lot of people. We had our own Zoho partner ecosystem who were wanting people who are in that technology. So it was a win-win for everyone. So we were able to place a lot of students within the Zoho community, inside Zoho, and also outside to other companies also. And so we also hired internally. Some of our developers who were hired at that time are still with us, and that's a great career path for them. And so we are actually happy to say that we have many of our students working in large companies who are still interacting with us, and as I told you earlier, helping us in some of the mentorship programs and other things. And some of them have actually started their own IT consulting. They themselves are a startup today, and they're doing great work in many in solutions, etc. And coming to the custom automation, where we interact with the industry and tell them, why don't you automate your business process? What are the challenges that you're having? I'm talking about industry, a diversified industry base. Like you talk about the spinning mill, you talk about the garment production or a seller. You look at a healthcare company, you look at a hospital management company, an engineering or manufacturing company, something like that. Different with different functional processes and challenges. So yeah, again, there was a lot of withdrawn attitude, like whether this will work out for us, what could be the cost, and all those things. Already we have so much of data and so much of infrastructure. What is going to happen to that? So again, we had to break that mold at that time, telling them that this cloud gives you better things. You don't have to invest so much on the infrastructure. It is all coming in the front and back end and the middle end. Everything comes as a package. And so we were able to, what we did was we created the proof of concept application. So that was our USP. So to convince a person, so okay, we take the requirements, then we configure and code a part of that the requirement, and show to them as an application itself. So where they're able to enter real-time data, see how the data flows from point A to point B, and what are the analytical reports that then can come out of it, and how easy it is, how they can go paperless. So this kind of an approach, helped us to garner a lot of attention from these, companies. And yeah, today we have a clientele across the geographies, across the world, and we're supporting them from India. So I think so. This was some of the challenges, and how we overcame those challenges.
Amazing. I think that's all right. So that brings me to the end of the questions for today, Brian. And it was a pleasure having you with us at Startup Story. And I myself got to learn more about a lot of key concepts, a lot of key themes, and the work that you are doing is pretty amazing. So thanks a lot. Thanks, Justin.
Thank you very much. Thank you.